Hello, my name is Chris and today I want to continue showing you the rest of my self-care box, my mental health first aid kit, whatever you want to call it. In the last video I told you about why I made this box to help me when I have a mental health relapse, when I'm struggling with depression, or when I'm just having a hard time. I told you why the very first thing that I put in this box is a picture of my beautiful niece. Why the second thing in this box is a letter that I wrote to myself to remind me that I can get through this and that I am a good person. Because when my mental health isn't as it should be, the first thing I will do is say, Chris, you're a piece of crap. This letter says, Dear Chris, you are not a piece of crap, and I want you to remember that. I also told you in the last video why I included essential items like dental floss, toothpaste, toothbrushes, shampoo and conditioner, and some just decent shower gel. I told you about why after I'd had a shower I would start to feel more human. I would start to feel more like I want to get better and start getting back to normal. The rest of this box will help me to do that. One of the things that I included in this box is this. It is a vegan flapjack. I was tempted at one point to include like snacks and cookies and tasty yummy things, but I tend to find that eating a lot, especially eating a lot of sweet stuff when I'm in a poor mental frame of mind, doesn't really help me. The sugar doesn't help anyway, but then if I'm like binging on cookies or something like that, I then start to feel bad about myself again because I get into, oh my God, Chris, you've eaten all this junk food and it's bad for you and you're going to gain weight and you're going to look terrible and all this negative stuff comes from just eating a lot of stuff. When I'm in a poor frame of mind, I should say. So I just included one vegan flapjack. And the brand doesn't matter, it was 90p from Tesco. I just dropped it on the floor. And I include that not as a treat, not as a snack, not as a substitute for cigarettes or alcohol or anything like that. I include that flapjack to remind me to put some food in my stomach. Again, if I've been on the couch for days with my depression, if I've been really struggling, I might not have been to the shop. I might not have any food in my cupboards, or at least not any good food. So that is a reminder, look, Chris, if you haven't eaten for days, eat me. Eat this flapjack to at least put something in your stomach and then make a meal. Or at least buy some healthy, nutritious food and start to take care of your own physical well-being. So if I need to go to the shop, I need some money. So the next thing in my self-care box is two £10 notes so that I can go to the shop and buy food. I'll be honest, before my last mental health relapse there was £30 in this box and I just haven't put the other £10 back yet. This is it's an emergency fund, it's emergency money. I don't have to spend it. Chances are I'll have money in my bank anyway, hopefully. But this is like, okay, Chris, you don't have food, you need to go buy food. You haven't been paying your bills because you just haven't been in the right frame of mind, so go pay the bills. Okay, maybe £20 isn't going to pay the bills, but it's a reminder that I need to take care of any financial issues that have arisen as a result of my mental health relapse. Because there's the thing about money, right? Is money can very quickly spiral out of control, either overspending or not spending anything on the appropriate things when I'm in a bad frame of mind. And then I'll go, oh my God, I've got all these financial issues now and I need to take care of them. So as well as being an emergency fund for when I need it, this money is also a reminder Get your shit together before you do anything else, Chris. The next thing that I included in my self-care box, my self-care kit, is this. It is a heat pain relief patch, because quite often, if I've been lying on the couch for days and days and days, if I've not been wanting to do much, I'm getting stiff and I'm getting sore. Sometimes I'll be holding in that much stress and tension that all my body is like, and my shoulders will be sore, my back will ache. Plus, I'm a runner, so my legs hurt all day, every day. So this is like, just if I'm in physical pain, there is something to help me take care of my physical pain. I can put that on, I can sit down, I can start to relax. And to help me relax, I have my favourite tea in the whole world. It's chamomile and honey tea. I just find that when I drink a single cup of chamomile tea, it does amazing things for me. Okay, it doesn't completely sedate me, it's not a drug, it won't knock me out, it won't, you know, have me going, ugh. But it just has a calming, relaxing effect on me. It helps me to let go of any tension that I'm holding in my body. It helps me to just loosen up a bit and breathe a little bit more easily. So I'm sat there and I've got my pain patch on, drinking my chamomile tea. I can, if I choose to, listen to some music, because there is nothing on earth that will change my mood more effectively than music. The right kind of music anyway. So, the next thing at the top of this box, and you'll see we're coming to the end of it, is an iPod. Remember those? An iPod and a set of well-used headphones that still work. And on this iPod, I've created a special playlist with all those songs that I know are going to make me feel good. Songs that I'm going to be singing aloud to. Songs that I might get up and have a dance to, or strap on my air guitar and rock out for a little bit of time. Get that adrenaline pumping, get the endorphins going. The songs on this iPod are specifically designed to help me when my mood is bad. And again, like many of the things in this box, it isn't necessarily the case that I have to listen to the iPod, because I've recreated the playlist on, I don't have Spotify, I have Apple Music, not that it matters. So I created a playlist on my music service, and you know, I can just listen to it on my phone or through the TV or whatever I want to do. But this is just a reminder. Chris, put some tunes on. It will help. Go and sing your lungs out and dance around. Or maybe I don't want to dance around. Maybe I'm not in the mood for dancing. But I am in the mood for reflecting, getting stuff off my chest, working through whatever I've been going through whilst my mental health is bad. So the next thing in my self-care box is a journal. Which way is that? That's the right way up. My journal and a couple of pens, because if one pen runs out, at least I've always got a spare. And I can use this journal to write in my thoughts, my feelings, like I said, to process what I've been going through. I already have a journal. It's literally right over there. So this is mostly symbolic. A reminder of, Chris, get your journal out, do some journaling. But it can also just prove helpful. If I've been off for a while, like I have the last couple of weeks, Then I need a plan of how I'm going to get myself back on track, how I'm going to get back into work, how I'm going to get back into exercise and doing my YouTube videos and all this stuff. So I can use this book to make lists and plans, or just plot out how I'm going to start getting myself back on track. I can also use this pen to fill in the next thing in the box, which is this thank you card that I can write to anybody I like. This is, I can give it to them, or I can just use this as an exercise for myself to help me get back into that frame of mind of practicing gratitude and being grateful. This tells me, Chris, think about somebody who's helped you recently. Think about somebody who's made a positive difference in your life. What would you like to say to them? How would you like to thank them? Write it down in this card. And like I say, I can either give them the card, or if I'm a little too embarrassed, I can just keep hold of it. But chances are I'll normally give it to them and say, you know, thank you for being in my life. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for being there when I needed you. On the subject of gratitude, I also included this little book. It's called what's it called? Live Each Day with Gratitude. I just tend to call it the Little Gratitude Book. Somebody gave me this as a gift, and I feel sad and bad that I can't remember who gave it to me. But it's just full of nice little positive quotes, which combined with that gratitude, with that thank you card, will just help me get into that grateful mindset again. We're coming to the end now. There's literally 3 things rummaging around in the bottom of my self-care box. I'll tell you what those are. First of all, I have 2 plectrums for my guitar. Because if I don't want to put the iPod on and play air guitar, I can pick up a plectrum and go and play the real thing. Badly, so that it annoys the neighbours, but I can play it anyway. I'm not great at guitar, but I find it such a relaxing, therapeutic thing to do. Just even if I'm just strumming the same couple of chords over and over and just making a nice little tune up as I go along, there is something very calming and relaxing about playing my guitar. So these plectrums are just that reminder, hey Chris, why not go and pick up the guitar for a bit? It might help. The next thing, weirdly, is a key to my house. And this I included after I found that I kept losing this key. I kept losing my house key. And it was a weird trigger for me. I'd lose my house key, and as soon as I lost my house key, I would also lose my mind. And I'd get really frantic and full of anxiety and into a panic. So if this box is all about being kind to myself and taking care of myself, this key is there so that if I lose it again, which I probably will, I don't have to panic. I don't have to get anxious. I don't have to lose my mind. I can open the box and go, I got a key. And last, but by no means least, I included a phone charger. Again, mostly symbolic because I already have a phone charger. But if something happened to it, then at least I've got a spare one here. And this says, Chris, charge your phone. Pick it up and speak to another human being. And speak kindly to them. I don't necessarily always have to pick up the phone and say, do you know what, I'm having a really hard time with my mental health. Sometimes I just pick up the phone and say, hi, how are you? Tell me about you. And I find that helps me tremendously, just to ask another human being how they're doing. This is a reminder to reach out, because when I am at my worst with my mental health, I will isolate. And I'm not always very nice to people who try and help me. So this is a reminder of, speak to people and speak to them kindly. And that's it. My self-care box is empty. The table in front of me is a mess. I'm going to go and clean all this away and pack it back into my self-care box, and hopefully I won't have to get it out again for a very long time. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your support and all your kind words in the comments on my other videos. Hopefully from now on we'll be back to normal, back to weekly videos. Sometimes about mental health, but often about quitting smoking and addiction and that self-sabotage thing that we often do. As I say, I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Goodbye.